Welcome everybody to the sports culture, all things sports. It's Jay Banfo, and we got to talk about Russell Westbrook, Stephen A. Smith, and LeBron James. But before we get into that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for your support. So it seems like many athletes, media pundits, and sports content creators, myself included, have had many opinions on LeBron James lately. Now, LeBron is always in the media for something, whether it's on or off the floor, so this isn't out of the ordinary. But more negative opinions on LeBron have been coming out recently, and that's kind of out of the ordinary. Now, I first want to start with Russell Westbrook, the former Los Angeles Laker and teammate of LeBron James. So, an excerpt from a book that's coming out called A Hollywood Ending: The Dreams and Drama of the LeBron Lakers by Yaron Weissman discussed the dynamic between Westbrook and LeBron. It's well documented that LeBron recruited Westbrook to play for the Lakers in 2021. A lot of people were confused because the fit on the court with LeBron and Westbrook didn't seem like it would work out, which turned out to be true. Now, the first sign of tension between the two that the public was able to witness occurred during NBA Summer League in 2022. They were both in the same building to watch the Lakers Summer League game, but didn't interact with each other. This is a big difference from the previous year in which they came to the game together and sat next to each other. One coach stated, these MFers aren't even talking to each other. Besides the bad chemistry Westbrook and LeBron had on the court, we gotta remember, LeBron was upset the Lakers didn't trade for Kyrie Irving, his former teammate in Cleveland. I can't sit here and say I'm not disappointed on not being able to land such a talent, but someone that I had great chemistry with and know I got great chemistry with on the floor that can help you win championships, in my mind, in my eyes, LeBron stated. Now, if you're Westbrook hearing that, how would that make you feel? In order to get Kyrie, Westbrook would have had to be involved in a trade, and LeBron knew that. And lastly, Westbrook didn't like how phony LeBron came across. Now, we've all seen the memes of LeBron lying on basic stuff, from predicting Kobe would score 70 the night he scored 81, to fake reading the autobiography of Malcolm X and saying The Godfather was his favorite movie, but not knowing any quotes. Westbrook was not a fan of how fake LeBron came across, and the excerpt goes into detail on that. Now, switching gears to Stephen A. Smith and his issues with LeBron. Now, Stephen A. has been on a media podcast tour recently. First, he did the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark, and then today he did 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. On the Pivot, Stephen A. defended himself on his coverage on Bronny James. He always maintained he was fair on Bronny, but was more so angry that LeBron put his son in such a bad position. Stephen A. even played the race card by stating, "You ever seen LeBron go at a white boy? Let's call it what it is. You ever seen him do that? You saw him come at me. Closest you ever come to see him doing something like that was when he called out Brian Windhorst." Now, the podcast with Carmelo Anthony, he basically said he doesn't like LeBron and that the beef goes back over a decade. He talks about the behind-the-scenes things LeBron has done to try to mess up his career and how he has no desire to fix that relationship. Now, Westbrook and Stephen A. expressing their dislike for LeBron, what does that ultimately mean? I think people understand LeBron has lost a lot of power in the NBA and that going against him will have no effect on their career. When LeBron had all of the leverage and power in the NBA, it was almost career suicide to say anything bad about him. Michelle Beadle, the former ESPN host, has gone on record to say LeBron got her fired after she made negative comments about him. But at this point in 2025, and LeBron on the brink of retirement, it seems as if everyone is taking their parting shots at LeBron. The Luka trade to the Lakers had so many lasting effects on the NBA that I believe so many behind-the-scenes stories are going to come up in the near future. LeBron losing power on the Lakers and the NBA has opened so many doors to people to criticize him. The NBA season starts on Tuesday, And this is just the beginning of the end of the LeBron James era. Now, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.